Hello, welcome to the E-class of Mathematics. Welcome once again. Today we are going to discuss about number system, lecture 4. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the laws of exponents. Laws of exponents. It's not a new things. We have learned these laws for integers, laws for rational numbers. The same laws we are applying for the real numbers. You might have learned this same laws in standard 7. The same thing you are learned in 7th standard. Again, 8th standard also we have repeated the same thing. And now we are again in 9th standard. We are repeating the same laws. But here it is the laws of exponent for real numbers. The first one is a raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. A raised to m into a raised to n. A raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. The power of a raised to m, a to the power of m multiplied with the a to the power of n. So how to read it? A raised to m into a raised to n. A raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. Now second one is a raised to m the whole raised to power of a power. The power of a power. A raised to m. A raised to m is within the bracket and raised to n. So how to read it? A raised to m the whole raised to n equal to a raised to mn. Multiplying these two, m into n, mn. No multiplication mark, but you should read this as a raised to mn. And third one is law of division. A raised to m divided by a raised to n equal to a raised to m divided by a raised to n equal to a raised to m minus n. A raised to m minus n. A raised to m minus n. Okay. The law of division, a raised to m divided by a raised to n equal to a raised to m minus n. And the fourth one is a raised to m into b raised to m. A raised to m into b raised to m. No multiplication mark, but you should pronounce it a raised to m into b raised to m. That is ab the whole raised to m. Inside the bracket, two numbers are there, a and b, and the power is for applying for both a and b. So you can read it ab the whole raised to m equal to b. Or you can pronounce it in a reverse way. ab the whole raised to m equal to a raised to m into b raised to m. Both sides are there, LHS and LHS. You can not a raised to m into a raised to m into a raised to m plus n, or a raised to m plus n. You could a raised to m into a raised to m. You can split in that way also. And here also a raised to m into b raised to m equal to ab the whole raised to m, or ab the whole raised to m equal to a raised to m into b raised to m. And also there are certain important results are also there. The first one is a raised to 0 equal to 1. Any number raised to 0. Any number raised to 0. Any number raised to 0. A raised to 0 equal to 1. So that means any number raised to 0 equal to, the answer will be 1. A raised to 0 equal to 1. And second one is nth root of a equal to b. Nth root of a equal to b. If b raised to n equal to a, and also nth root of a equal to, you can also write nth root of a equal to 1 upon a raised to, and 1 upon a raised to n. And the third one is a raised to m by n equal to a raised to m by n equal to nth root of a the whole raised to m. Nth root of a the whole raised to m equal to nth root of a raised to m. Nth root of a raised to m. Nth root of a raised to m. That m which has come inside the power of a raised to. So these all are the laws of exponents. Once again, you need to memorize it. You are memorize all these laws, very important laws. First one is a raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. Second one is a raised to m. The first one is a raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. And second law is a raised to m the whole raised to n. A raised to m the whole raised to n equal to a raised to m n. Third one is a raised to m divided by a raised to n equal to a raised to m minus n. Fourth one is a raised to m And also, important points, the first one is a raised to 0 equal to 1. Second one is nth root of a equal to b, or if b raised to n equal to a and nth root of a equal to 1 by a raised to n. And third one is a raised to m divided by a raised to n equal to nth root of a raised to m. And also you can write nth root of a raised to inside the root, that is a raised to m. So these all are the laws of exponential. Now we are going to do some exercise related how we can use these laws by solving this problem exercise. You can see exercise 1.6, page number 26. Page number 26, exercise 1.6. The first one is 64 the whole raised to 1 by 2. 64. The first one is 64 the whole raised to 1 upon 2. 64 the whole raised to 1 upon 2. Again we solve it and using these all, keeping all these laws in mind, we need to solve this 64 the whole raised to 1 by 2. So, and how to solve this answer? First of all we need to find out the factors of 64. So 64 you can write 8 into 8, that means 8 square. Okay, you can find out 8 into 8, that is 8 square. Okay, you may ask 64, there are 64 you can find out 2 raised to 64, partial you can find out 2, 32, 2, 16, 2, 8, 2, 4, 2, 2 and 2, 1. So you can 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can write 64 equal to 2 raised to 6 also like that. Now, here you can write 8 8s are 64. So 8 into 8 also equal to 64. You can write 8 square equal to 64. Then why you are selecting this 8 square and why you are not selecting 2 raised to value? 8 raised to 2 you can write. So you can write here that is 64 the whole raised to 1 by 2. That is our question, equal to what is 64 you can convert into 8 square. So 8 raised to 2 into 1 by 2 equal to 8 raised to. Now you can see a raised to m. A raised to m the whole raised to n. A raised to m the whole raised to n. A raised to m. Look at this four laws. A raised to m the whole raised to n. A raised to m and a raised to n. You can apply this law here. We can write 8 raised to 2 into 8 raised to 2 into 1 by 2. Now you these two get cancelled, equal to 8 raised to 1, that is equal to 8. So your answer is 8. Okay, so this is the method. So now I have told you that 8 raised to also equal to 64, 2 raised to 6 also equal to 64. Now why we are not taking 2 raised to 6? Because if you are taking 8 raised to 2, then you can easily cut these two numbers. You can delete. Okay, you can easily delete these two numbers, cut these two numbers. So that's why we are taking 8 raised to 2. So here the power, converting power form, you can also write 64 equal to raised to 6 also. But for our convenience, we are taking 8 raised to 2. So 2 get cancelled. So this is the method. Okay. Now second one. This is now the answer is final answer. You can write what will be thus can put like thus 64 raised to 64 raised to 1 by 2 equal to 64 raised to 1 by 2 equal to 64 raised to 1 by 2 equal to. Okay. So this is the first one. Now look at the second one. The second question, the question number 2 is 32 raised to 1 by 5. 32 raised to 1 by 5. 32 raised to 1 by 5. Hence 32 raised to 1 by 5. So 32 raised to 1 by 5. Here it is 1 by 5. So you can find the factors of 32. 32, 2, 16, 2, 8, 2, 4, 2, 2, Okay, so if you are not able to directly 32 equal to 2 raised to 5, you are not able to find out, you can use this division method. You can divide 32 by 2. So 16 by 2, 8 divided by 2, 4 divided by 2 equal to 2 divided by 2 equal to 1. You can write 32 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. That is 2 raised to 5. Now 32 raised to, now 32 raised to, all raised to 5 equal to 2 raised to 5. That is 32. What is 32? 2 raised to 5. So 2 raised to 5, the whole raised to 5. Again, use the same formula. A raised to m, the whole raised to m, a raised to mn. So you can write 2 raised to 5 into 1 by 5. These two 5 cancel, equal to 2 raised to 1 equal to 2. Answer. So thus final answer 32 raised to 1 by 5 equal to 32 raised to 1 by 5 equal to 2. Clear? Got it? Okay. So we can finish it doing one more last question. We can finish it with doing one more question. The third one is, what is third one? Third question is 125 raised to 1 by 3. 125 raised to, third question, 125 raised to 1 by 3. 125 raised to 120. Okay. 123 raised to 3. We need to find out the factors of 125. 125. Divisible by 5. So 5 2s are 10. Remains 2. 5 5 is 25. Again 5. Again 5. So how can we write 125 equal to 5 into 5 into 5? Correct? Is it? Okay. Am I correct? Okay. Now is it 125 equal to 5 into 5 into 5? We can write 5 raised to 3. Okay. 5 raised to 3. Now what to come with again? So 125, the whole raised to 1 by 3 equal to 5 raised to 3, the whole raised to 1 by 3 equal to 5 raised to 3 into 1 by 3. Again, these 3 easily get cancelled. You got the trick now? Okay. So that is 3 get cancelled. So what is remaining here? 5 raised to 1, that is equal to 5. So final answer, thus 125, the whole raised to 1 by 3 equal to 5. This will be your final answer. So this is the advantage of using this loss of exponents. Okay. Now moving to the next question. The question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2. The next one is the next question is, what is that? Find. Question number 1. 9 raised to 3 by 2. How to find out the value of 9 raised to 3 by 2? We need to find out the value of 9 raised to 3. So 9 you can write 3 into 3. 9 you can write 3 into 3. That is 3 square. 9 you can write 3 into 3, that is 3 square. Also now what to write? 9 raised to 3 by 2 equal to 3 raised to 2 the whole raised to 3 by 2 equal to 3 raised to 2 into 3 by 2, that 2 cancel, equal to 3 raised to 3, that is 3 into 3 into 3 equal to 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 9 3s are 27. So final answer, thus 9 raised to 3 by 2 equal to 27. 9 raised to 3 by 2 equal to 27. I will explain once again. 9 raised to 3 by 2. 9 equal to 3 into 3. That is you can write 3 raised to 2. So 3 into 3, 9 is symbol. 9, 3 into 3, that is 3 square. So 9 raised to 3 by 2 equal to 3 raised to 2 the whole raised to 3 by 2. That is 3 raised to 2 into 3 by 2 equal to, now these 2 can cancel. That is 3 is remaining. 3 raised to 3, that means 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 3s are 27. So thus 9 raised to 3 by 2 equal to 27. So okay, clear? Now moving to the next question. How to find out the value of next question is question number. You can see this all things question number 26. Question number 32 raised to 2 raised to 5. 32 raised to 2 raised to 5. 32 raised to find the value of question number 2. 32 raised to 2 by 5. 2 upon 5. 32 raised to 2 upon 5. Okay. Now 32. You have already done it. 32 the factor. 32 2 16 2 8 2 4 2 2 1. We can write 32 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 equal to 2 raised to 5. 32 you can write 2 raised to 5. Now here 32 raised to 2 upon 5 equal to, you write that in place of 32 you raise to 2 raised to 5. 2 raised to 5 the whole raised to 2 by 5 equal to 2 raised to 5 into 2 upon 5. 5 get cancelled. 2 raised to 2 equal to 2 into 2 equal to 4. So thus final answer 32 raised to 2 upon 5 equal to answer is, your answer is 32 raised to 3 by 2 equal to 5. Then we can do one more. Okay. Now we have completed 3. So we can do one more. Third one. That is the third question. What is the third one? 16 raised to 3 upon 4. Third one. 16 raised to 3 upon 16 raised to 3 upon 4. 3 upon 4. What is 16? So 16 you can write 2, 8, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 1. So 16 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, that is 2 raised to 4. Okay. Now 16 raised to 3 by 4 equal to, you write instead of 16 you raised 2 by 4. 2 by 4 the whole raised to 3 by 4 equal to 2 by 4 into 3 by 4. 4 cancel. 2 raised to 3, that is 2 into 2 into 2. That is 2 to the 4 to the 8. 4 to the 8. So thus your final answer 16 raised to 3 by 4 equal to, the answer will be 8. Okay, clear? So we have done few questions from the exercise, and the rest you need to complete the exercise, and also you have completed the chapter number 1 and with this lecture. So please complete. My humble request, all of you please read and carefully and write the summary. The summary points are very important. So you will get one word questions, filling the blanks, match the following, and all these from the summary section. So each and every chapter there is a certain section, summary section is there. So it's very important, and very carefully read it and write it on rewrite the notebook, and also read again and again. And these all points are with the formula, and all points are very important. So my humble request is this summary page is very important. Don't leave. Whenever you get time, whenever you have lesson time, and read that summary. Whenever you are free period, or even when you get your mobile, or when you get a lesson time in your home. So you take that summary page and read it again. And so all these points are the summary pages is very important. So please try to complete this. Okay. So today is enough. We will meet with the next chapter, the second chapter, and the next class. Until then, bye bye. See you.